Festivals. Right. Okay. Nationality, Europe, North University. Yeah. Uh-huh. മിക്കവരും യൂറോപ്പാണ് മറ്റേ എങ്കടാക്കാണ് എന്താണ് എങ്ക പോണ മിക്ക നീ പോ വായ്പ വേറെ എന്ത് அங்க வந்து என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க நீங்க தான் கொழுவுறதுங்கிற
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Florian Wirtz, is the latest in a line of many impressive German playmakers. He's already broken the record for the youngest goal scorer.
And the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Looking to play him in. Somewhat off target. Triol gets over and intercepts. And that pass just didn't quite work. Pedri. And it's Priol. Now Hausen. Albert Ferrer. back in possession and ready to go again.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Iniesta. Neither side yet able to find the net. Musiala. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Torres. And it's Iniesta. Looking for options for movement. And he welcomes it in. Pedri! Superlative from Pedri! A finish right from the top draw. And it's Spain who take the lead. He has given that the lot. Back.
Well, that was hit with
GG,
genuine
good goal.
ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
And he can clear it away. Aimed beyond the defence. Delivers the ball. A header! He's done very well to get to that.
Fernando Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Iniesta. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Triol. And here's Torres. That is good alertness. That is ended up in no man's land. Change of plan here, perhaps. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Spain have played well here, and that takes a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Havertz has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer
Golan da
won't let him forget
böyle
that.
bir saniye.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
It's a mighty effort! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Now it's Guti. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Iniesta. Guti. Raul. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Havertz. It's a sharp pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Havertz. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Pedri. Pedri looking to add to his goal. Guti. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Time and again they are repelled. That has not gone well. Havertz. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
The ball has bounced loose now. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Albert Ferrer. Now it's Torres. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's a pretty loose pass. Howson gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. Back into the middle. Good read, needed to be. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Spain still ahead by the game's only goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Spain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Howson. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Added time.
And it's Guti. That's that, the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours.
Strictly forbidden. Please use
Your final thoughts, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Many thanks to Jim. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And this is Torres. Batistuta.
What a
Oh,
ball.
shooting chance!
என்னத்தை மாற்றலான்னு தெரில. என்னத்தை மாற்றுவான்? என்னடா பண்ணுற? நான் தானே தோக்க போகிறேன், நீ இதுக்காக கவலைப்பட்டுற? நூற்றி 20 செகண்ட் எதில் யூஸ் பண்ணுவானோ? என்ன பண்ணா அப்படி?
Substitution on the field. Number
மெக்காலிஸ்டர்
15,
எடுத்துட்டு மெஸ்ஸி வச்சிருப்பான்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
McAllister. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Messi.
And it's Beckham. Has a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
நேரத்துக்கு உள்ளே போக மாட்டேங்குது.
And he's quick to get it clear again. And that has been cleared. Schneider, he's going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Great ball, and he's in here. Decent chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
இந்த கொழுப்பு தானே வேணும்.
And it's Beckham. Here's a chance! He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Batistuta, just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Mignon with the clearance. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the shot! Goal! First blood drawn.
Celebrating?
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
25, Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
So the first goal of the game.
Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Fernando Torres. Now it's Schneider. And this is Batistuta. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Manchester United looking to pass their way through.
There will be
Batistuta.
time.
Mignon claims comfortably. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again then.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Guti. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Foot in. Well, that has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Dixon. Guti. Dani Olmo cuts it out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Torres. No, that's been intercepted. Zanetti, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Schneider just eases him off the ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Oh, that's fabulous. Vinicius Junior! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Vinicius Junior can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And we have our very first corner. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Fernando Torres knocks it into space. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's come to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he was quick to react. And the ball's come loose here. Marquinhos is there to clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That pass has been... It's Snyder! And that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
substitution on the field. Number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 9, Mbappe. Substitution in progress.
And he can clear it away.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Takes the shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all,
ഇല്ല
Peter.
പോകൂടാന്ന്
They
എഴുതി
simply
വെച്ചിട്ടാണല്ലോ.
expected better.
Manchester United have their second corner now. There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Oh, there's the clearance. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Marquinhos clears. Oh no, what has happened? And the shot!
2 added minutes has
Vinicius
been indicated.
Junior going full tilt down the left. Couldn't squeeze it through.
ഓടാൻ നിന്ന് വാങ്ങിയിട്ട് കുറച്ച്
And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle.
അന്തടി
No
അടിക്കുക
shortage of endeavour, effort, at times
നല്ല
effervescence,
പക്കൽ
but just
എത്ര
one goal
പോയിന്റ്
to
പോച്ചാ
show for all.
റുപ്യ 1500. Rafael Leao.